welcome at Wavect. Today, with a very special guest, 𝗹𝘂𝘂𝗀𝘂𝗰𝗋, a sales indicator and intermediary. Basically, he knows a ton of people in the Web3 and crypto space. So if you need to develop or market anything, he is definitely the right guy to approach. And I'm really happy to have you here today. And maybe you want to take a shot and introduce yourself as well. Then let's jump right into our topic.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, my name is Delphin. I'm French, as you can hear. I live in Nantes, a beautiful city on the west coast of France. I'm 35 years old. I have a wife, a kid, and I've been working for the past 12 years on different fields, doing a lot of things. This is my fourth company right now, and I've been working in sales, in marketing, in event, in game design, a lot of things that give me a complete overview of plenty of things. I've been in the crypto space for the last 3-4 years, and NFT for a little bit than a year and a half, probably. I've been on the rabbit hole, as we say. When you dig, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And I've been full-time Web3 for consultant since January. And here, my job is to talk to people, see their problem, see how I can fix them if I can, and put people in contact, in touch. If a client needs a design team, I will try to find them for them, or a technical team, or marketing team, Discord management, stuff like this. Yeah, that's part of the job when you do consulting.
Amazing. I think that's very interesting, especially regarding our topic today, because we are gonna talk about how to actually launch an NFT project in 2022. And as far as I know, you basically do your own NFT project this year. So maybe there are some insights, or there are already some key takeaways from your current project.
Yeah, that's true. I do have my own project. I will launch it in the coming month. We are a team of 8 people, and probably 15 if you take in consideration the people that are coming in the coming weeks. So basically what I teach or what I say to my clients, I try to apply to my own project, which is sometimes very funny because you don't apply your own advice to your own project. But yeah, generally speaking, I think that there is 4 pillars in a project. There is a design pillar, technological pillar, marketing and communication and sales, let's say. This is the third one. And the fourth one is legal, everything related to the company, the lawyers and stuff like this. Sometimes we forget about that, but this is really important. And those are the 4 parts that you need to assess on the project, depending on the size of the project, right? You can do a project alone if you are an artist, for example, or if you have a small project that can be done alone. But when you think to grow in a bigger project, you will probably need a team, because you will need somebody for the design, somebody for the tech, somebody for the marketing, and somebody or to work with somebody for the legal work. So for my example, I was starting very small with a small idea. I had smaller things that I wanted to do, and after that, you speak with a designer, visual designer, and after that, you think, okay, it's going to work for you. After that was a narrative designer, and with 2 or 3 game designer, and with the technological team and the partnership guys. And in the end, you manage a team of 8 or 12. So you have to know that an NFT project in many ways is like a startup, is very comparable. You have to manage people, human resources, accountability, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first thing. Those 4 pillars, and
what do you
depending
think?
on the project, you can have more design or less design and stuff like this.
Okay. So one thing I would be curious about is, what do you think is the most challenging part of those four pillars in general?
It really depends because sometimes if you are the founder and you do have technical background, the most challenging will be the design, right? If you're a designer, the most challenging will probably be the technical one. So depending on your skills and on your team, the most challenging will be the things that you don't know. From on my side, I think the most challenge is technical, the smart contract and all that, because I don't know shit about it. I know because I read a lot about that. I understand how it works. I know what is the main website. I know those stuff, but I cannot do it. So this is for me the more complex. The design, I can try to do some stuff. It will not be beautiful, but I can try to do some stuff. The technical side, well, put me in front of a computer and I would not know how to start. So it really depends on the founders and the team, I think.
Agree on that. Yeah, I think regarding the technical development, especially in this space, it's also very difficult to find people who you can actually trust, and who actually know what they state that they know.
Yeah.
And especially if it's an asset, and NFT is an asset, and if something goes wrong, especially with the smart contract, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, and there is a good story about that, like a wrong smart contract, and you can use a ton of money, right? And it's because there is not a lot of developers, the community of developers, of Solidity developers and stuff like that is very, very small compared to the other developers. It's like I read the number yesterday about 22,000 Web3 developers, which is very, very small,
That
So
sounds crazy small.
yeah, this is very small. It was for sure 18,000 in 2021. So it is very small. Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. I knew it's very small, but I didn't know that it's so small. Yeah. I think a very important question, at least I get asked all of the time, is what actually makes a good NFT project great? What's the difference between all those, I would say, hundreds of NFT projects out there who don't even sell out or have their peak and then just dies,
Yeah. Mainly there is probably four things, and it's a mashup of things. I'm not talking about the project that goes really up in one day and nobody will know why. I will try to talk about the vast majority of project. First is the vision of the project and the vision of the founders. So they have a 3 years vision or 2 years. Is a long-term project or just a mint in the coming weeks. This is really important. It goes with the utility, but the utility behind the project is a long-term utility that you provide value to the holders on a long-term basis with very specific things. This brings to the roadmap, which should be not like Q1 I will do a 10K drop, Q2 I will do a metaverse, and Q3 I will do a play-to-earn game. No, you are a team of two, you cannot do that. So it has to be feasible. And the last thing is the team. Yes, there is some project that are no docs and works well, but the vast majority of projects that will work in the coming weeks, months, will be project with a docs team. We know who they are, what their background, what they have been doing on that space. And I think those four elements are the key elements to know if the project is good or not.
Okay, perfect. So what would you say, building on that, what you just had right now, what is needed to actually build great communities, to actually have that kind of caring atmosphere where everyone, is positive. And I think that's why also many NFT projects flourish and keep the floor level high and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah. I think there is two things. First, the community is like it's like a dating app. You have to take care of these people. really take care and to love them. That's the first thing. If you don't care about people deep inside you, well, you will go nowhere. And the third one thing is transparency. And I think this is really, really important, is to tell your community what you have been struggling for, what is good, what is not good, what the behind the scene, what the backstage, let's say, how you have been working, what's the team, to have ask me anything sessions. And this is really important. I think transparency and to explain the project, where you want to go, to involve them, to ask them some questions, and also tell them when something is wrong or something you're struggling. That will probably help you. And we are human after all. So yeah, transparency and love.
Definitely, yeah. Especially transparency is, I think you saw it last year in the DeFi summer, basically, especially with the token projects. You you recognize it, you see it when when the project owners don't tell you things,
Yeah.
and that's like a red flag. Yeah.
When you wait for information, right?
Yeah. Okay. As you are just starting right now your own NFT project, how would you recommend other project founders to start? Yeah. What are the first steps in your opinion?
Yeah. In my opinion, the first step is to take a shower and have an idea. you know, for my project, this idea I've been maturing in my head for the past 3 years, and it was not in a Web3 project in my head at the beginning. So yeah, you have to have an idea to. It could be saving the world, or it could be very small. Us, it's an entertainment. We just want people to play and have fun. That's it, and to win money with that. That's great. But you have to have an idea to believe in this idea, and to bring a team after that. The second thing is to have a team, and find a team when you don't have money, because many project creators don't have money to launch because it's risky. You need to build trust, and those people that works, for example, on my project, I don't pay them right now. They just work for me by trust, because they think the project will be a successful. But it's difficult to find, and you have to build that trust in many ways. It could be helping people. It could be to speak with people, to talk with people, to show them what you are doing, and that's why I'm creating content, for example, on LinkedIn on a daily basis, for people to know me, and I try to build this trust that way.
Yeah. One thing that I guess will always remain is a personal brand will always remain as important as 10 years ago, right? So in crypto, everything is actually based on trust. So definitely that's a huge point here. Yeah.
Yes, and a PFP looks good also. If you have a 𝗍𝘂𝗃, yeah, you have a little bit more trust because you have money. Yeah,
True that. Yeah.
I don't have a 𝗍𝘃.
Also no interesting Coinbase NFT project profile.
On LinkedIn, I don't have one because I get banned to have
Oh,
a
okay.
LinkedIn PFP. So no, for now it's my face, and but in the coming weeks I will try to put another profile picture, the one of my projects. So I will try to keep it, and I will call LinkedIn, please let me have it,
Let's see
please.
if you're getting soft banned.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I think we already got some very interesting insights here. Um, what you, what are your thoughts basically about the mindset project owners should bring into the Web3 space?
Um, I think that's they should learn about Web3 and what is Web3 in the first place. I think this is really important. The philosophy behind the Web3, the decentralization, the blockchain, why people built Bitcoin, stuff like this. Because when you read this, you want to live in a better place, in a better world. And I think all Web3 projects in the end try to solve that. Not now. We see a lot of capitalist projects, a lot of money projects, a lot of rug pull scams and stuff like this. So it's a little bit sad when you know the philosophy of the decentralization. But people should keep that in mind. And in the end, we are all here to live in a better world for our kids, right?
Yeah. I think that's part of inefficient markets, right? Crypto is very young, and it's people don't know how to price things. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what it
it's
is.
we're in a bubble. We're at the beginning of something. Something is moving really fast, and in every revolution, let's use that word or term, Far West. But I think I have no right to use that term. But uh, yeah, there is some problems at the beginning, and I hope this problem will solve by themselves or in a way or in a form. Right?
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
Exactly.
Okay, one last question. 3 key takeaways you got from the time in crypto, personal, financial, whatsoever. What happened with you? What did you take from that?
For the financial part, just invest in money that you can lose and buy stuff that you find beautiful or a community that is great. Because if you lose money or it's not valuable, well, you will still have something beautiful to look, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is, yeah, keep in mind that we are in a bubble with money actually, but this bubble will explode. It's for sure. We know we are in the bubble, but it will explode. So right now you can make a lot of money really quick. Something seems easy, but it will not be like that in the future. So you have to think your project on a long term, because only the project with a long term view and vision will stay. And as Gary say, 99% of the project will just fall because they don't have this vision. So this is really important, and you should take times to build that vision. And the third things, don't forget to sleep.
That's huge for crypto,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's used for the crypto space, but yeah, everything goes really fast. Everything is very exciting. You can learn a lot about DAO, DeFi, Plateau, and stuff like this. So many doors to open. But you should not forget your family, your friends that are sometimes in Web 2, like the vast majority of people, they don't understand you sometimes. So you have to keep your feet on the ground and sleep.
Yeah. So don't forget your actual real life, right?
Exactly. Sometimes when you are in Web3, you're just like this, and
Yeah.
you're forgetting that there is an
Yeah.
actual world with people that don't know shit about Web3.
Already in the metaverse. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, amazing. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Kevin.
Anything else to say to the audience? Otherwise, I would say thank you for being here.
One last word. Have fun, enjoy.
Perfect. Thank you for that, and see ya next time.
See
Bye.
ya. Bye bye.